Ooh, what's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another session of Coffee and Martial Arts. Salute, salute, salute. Cheers. Oh, yes, good coffee today. And good day for everybody. It's nice to be here. Yes, sir. Let me share a little bit on social media. Okay, I'm getting there. Okay, so I want to say hello to everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a nice Thursday. Um, Everything is good. And of course, you know me, I have to say the proper announcements. Okay. So please like and share this video. This really helps. And if you're on Facebook, okay, please send some stars, the little stars there that you can share. Okay. That really helps to support this and, so we can reach more people. Okay. So today we're going to talk about an important topic. I believe it's an important topic. And next week, we're going to have an amazing guest. Okay. We're going to go back to the interviews. Yes. But today, we're going to talk about the, not yet. Okay. Before we say the subject, remember that we are going live through our Facebook page, Master Frank Soto Kinetic Dragon. Okay. So please like and subscribe and share this video. Okay. If you like what I talk here and you like what we have to say and the things we share, please share this video with your friends. If you hate my guts, if you can't stand me, please share this video with your enemies and I will make sure that I will bug the hell out of them. Okay. So just please share it. Thank you so much. We're also going live through the Facebook page, International Hall of Fame of Argentina. Yes, sir. An amazing group of martial artists, okay, led by Master Juan Martin Alvarez. They also have a magazine there, okay. They actually put it on print, on paper, still on paper. That's the cover of the magazine of February, or already working on the one of March. Should be out soon. And this is the article that I did. I am always collaborating with this magazine. Thank you. Okay, we're also going live through our YouTube channel, the Kinetic Dragon channel, sir. Yes, sir. So please like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click on the little bell so you get notified every time we go live. Okay. Sorry, I need to share this. This is important. Okay, I'm sharing on my phone here. It's easier. Okay, so don't forget to leave a comment or ask your questions, okay? Like I said, we have a good topic today that I want to talk about. I hope you guys like it and agree with me. Hold on. I'm sorry. I should have done this earlier, but got caught up in time. Okay. But we already have people saying hello. Thank you. Flacayanos, saludos desde Tenerife. Saludos, thank you. Master Juan Martín Álvarez, salud from Argentina. Saludos, Master, gracias. Thank you. Lao Shikang Lu, I hope I said that right. Salud, saludos. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so today, like I said, we have a good subject, okay? And I'm going to share it with you right now. Just hold on a second. Almost there. Okay, just making sure that I'm sharing this thing in the proper channels and groups. Okay. Okay. So today we ask this question. Yes, sir. So what's more important? Okay, I want to hear your guys' answers about this. So please, if you're there listening, make sure you share your comments. So I always remember that we are just giving opinions, okay? And everybody is entitled to an opinion. So I do this very respectfully. I'm not against anybody. I just share my opinion. And please don't get offended. And if I do, I'm sorry if I ever offended you. It's not my goal, okay? My goal is to share and to make this available for all of you enthusiasts to share the martial arts and to share the beauty and the Well, all the benefits of the martial arts. Okay, so what's more important, the art or the individual? Okay, so please share your comments. Okay, Jim Connan says, Jim, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Hello to all the beautiful people in Idaho. Thank you, sir. Thank you for saying hello. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm done with this stuff. Yeah, it should be enough. Okay, so what's more important, the art or the individual? Okay, and I'm gonna go deep into this. I'm just gonna start with this, and then we're gonna touch different subjects about it. Okay, because it's also not about what your art can do for you, but what you can do for your art. Okay, so the art, it's important. Yes, of course, especially at the beginning, and especially because it gives you so much, right? You fall in love with it. You can generate a passion and be totally taken by it, right? Because it becomes an activity that it can become something even sacred for you, right? For all of you guys that are out there that really enjoy what you're doing and take martial arts as a lifestyle and take it as a way of life, basically, you understand what I'm talking about. So it can become something really, really important, unique and sacred in your life, basically, right? And especially if you have used it, not just to defend yourself, but apply the principles, the knowledge, the wisdom, the martial wisdom into your daily life, then it becomes a part of who you are. And that's also very important. Okay. So that being said, the art is truly important. Yes. But what's more important, the individual, the art? Yesterday, I was interviewed in by Primera Plana here in Hermosillo, which was in Spanish. That's why I'm not sharing it. But yesterday I was interviewed, and one of the things we talk about is if there is an art that it's better, like the number one martial art style or system out there. And I said, yes, of course, there is one. The one that suits you, basically. Okay. So the best art, the best martial art out there is the one that suits you. That's the one you pick. And it's that definitive for you? No, you can change it as well. And you can add it and you can blend it, because it's not about the art. It's about the individual. The art, the other day we had a seminar with Grandmaster Larry Tatum. Salute to you, sir. And one of the things he was saying, and that he shared in his seminar, it was a Zoom seminar done by Scott Sadwell, maestro from Canada. Thank you, sir. And I was invited there too. So when Master Tatum was talking, he said, you got to be above the art, okay? And meaning the art is there to help you, okay, to assist you, to give you tools so you can become a better person. You have a better connection to the divine or God or whatever you believe in. You have a better connection to the community. You become a better family person. You are better even within yourself. Okay. And that's the whole idea of the martial art, basically, right? So the martial art should be there to assist you, to help you, not just to defend yourself, not just to learn how to fight, right? It's not just about fighting. I mean, fighting, yes, of course, it's important. We all enjoy it. I mean, if you're in the arts, it's because you like it, right? Up at a point, at least. So, but it's about the internal fight, right? It's about becoming a better person. It's about knowing yourself, okay? And applying self-control or self-restraint, developing a stronger character so you can manage your temperament, basically. Okay, so that's important. Bagelis Drosos, hello, sir. Thank you. Salute to you, sir. All the way to Greece. Thank you for being here and saying hello. So remember, the topic we're talking about today, okay? It's about, what is it that we were talking about? Remind me, guys, okay? What's more important, the art or the individual? So please send your comments. Salud, sir. Salud, Mr. Drosso. Salud, maestro. Thank you. Send your comments about it. What do you think? What's more important, the art or the individual? Okay. So um, we should always focus on the individual, okay? And it's the individual who becomes responsible. Yes, yes. So, uh, and if you're suffering, right, from this, if you're having problems with this, it's because you're not okay with who you are and your position. Why? Once you want to feel other people's position, that's when you start suffering. That's when you feel that the art let you down because you want what somebody else has. You're not accepting what you have, and you're not becoming responsible of yourself. Okay, so don't complain about your art. I used to do that. I did. And I was in pain. Yes, internal pain. I was suffering. Yes, I was in a struggle. And that's why I complain about Kempo, blah, 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 because that's the art that I do. And instead of making myself responsible, which I am now, and saying, okay, it's not Kempo's fault. It's my responsibility to make Kempo work. And I've heard this many, many times from other Kempo guys, even guys that drop the art and go to a different art and then say, I wasted my time there. Oh, man, you're so wrong. But if that's the way you feel, then you're right. You wasted your time because, well, you didn't get it. You didn't learn the lesson. You just didn't get it. Okay. And it's all on you because it's the individual that matters, not the art. Okay. So the best art, the best martial arts is the one you do because all the martial arts are one and the same. We are not disconnected. They're all expression of the same thing. Combat, hand-to-hand combat, close combat, whatever, fighting with another person, 1, 2, 3 different opponents. It's about kicking, punching, choking, grappling, striking, evading, using weapons, whatever it is. We all have the same things, the same features. We have the same type of bodies. We have 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 hands, 2 feet, and so on. Okay, so the martial art expression is going to change because we are all unique in our own way. Even though we share all these features, we are all, the perspectives are the ones that change because the experience of life, the background, the history of someone, their life stories, their life, the environment, everything else changes, right? It's not the same. So our consciousness is not the same, okay? And that's very important, okay? So hold on a second. So make sure, if you are a martial artist, make sure you become responsible of what you're doing, of your training, of your art, of your vision, okay? So if you're gonna work with a martial art, okay, stop complaining, please. And the other thing, don't complain about the other person. Stop looking and wasting your time looking at what the other person is doing wrong from your perspective because you're doing it right or whatever. And focus on yourself. Focus on what you got to gain from training martial arts. If you're a Kempo guy and you say, oh my God, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is so much better, then go and learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Learn it. It's a good art. But that doesn't mean you have to drop Kempo and leave Kempo because Kempo, it's a waste of time. No, that's all in your head. That's all in your heart, right? Kempo, it's an amazing art. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's also an amazing art. Karate is an amazing art. Kung Fu is an amazing art. Kali, Silat, Sistema, whatever art, Aikido, they're all amazing and they're all have something to offer. Yes, they all do. Okay? But you can say, but this is more effective for whom? For what situation? Okay? You got to be more specific. Okay? For the cage, for the ring, for life, for self-defense, for war, for combat, okay? For you, for your cousin, for the guy on the other side of the world. It's different, right? So Liga Jing dice saludos, salud, my respects, respeto, thank you, gracias. So make sure you are aware of all of this, okay? and stop complaining, please. Now, if you are a master or an instructor or an ambassador of the martial arts, stop pointing fingers at other people. That doesn't help, guys. It really doesn't. All of you out there, I mean, you can still see, for example, I'm going to talk about, of course, my experience in Campo, for example, okay? Rafael Mora, saludos. San Fernando, Chile, salud. Tai Chi Yang Solo Do. Saludos, gracias. So, if you are a senior in the art, for example, remember that all of guys that are after, or, you know, that came after you did, are looking up to you one way or the other. And you have to make yourself responsible of what you're saying. And then you say, well, you know, I have to say something about this and this, and people giving rank. No, you don't. If it's not something positive, keep it to yourself. Or talk it behind back doors, closed doors, okay, behind closed doors. Don't put it out there. It's not good. It only talks bad about yourself. It really does. It means that you're not okay with who you are and what you're doing. Okay, you're struggling because you want what other people is doing. You want to, remember, there is room for everybody in this world. There is. Yes. There's 7 billion of us or more, and there's still room for more. There is. Yes. Okay. So don't think in those terms. Now, what is it that you can do, guys? You know what you can do. Give us a good example. And we're doing our part as well, right? As ambassadors of the art. Okay, that's why I stopped complaining years ago. Because I did. I complained. There's still some videos of me back on YouTube from back 6-7 years ago, where it's more like 7 or 8 years ago, that I used to complain about, you know, Kempo this, Kempo that, blah, blah, blah. You know, I left it there to remind me of what not to do. Because one of the truths is you cannot change your past, okay? You have to live with it, with what you did, and be okay with it. No regrets, okay? Stop trying to change the past, and stop trying to avoid whatever the future is bringing to you, okay? You're going to change the bigger picture. You can be prepared, and that's why you train martial arts, because you are preparing yourself for whatever the world or the future has prepared for you, whether it's positive or negative or whatever. It's just an experience, okay? So that's what you can do. You can be responsible of today, of the right now, and be ready for whatever comes into your plate, okay? So how do you get prepared? By educating yourself, by reading, by studying, by training, by getting in good shape, by having a good or correct way of living, good actions, good speech, good talk, good words, proper words, the right words. Okay, so you have to have the right attitude, the right speech or words, the right ways of livelihood. Okay, and that way you're generating a good cause and effect, good karma. Okay, but if you're bad mouthing everybody and you're complaining about your peers or whatever, that's not good or assertive way of talking. Okay, it's not. It really isn't. So, okay, grande maestro Fabio Bevilacqua, sir. Salud, maestro, my good friend. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Keep up the good work, sir, and keep on with the success. You're the man. Okay, so that's a good man right there. Okay, positive energy into the martial arts and into the world. That's what we need. More people like that with positive energy and respect and good things happening in the martial arts. Okay, Grandmaster Maestrazo Sasha Williams, my good friend, says, in my view, complaining is equal to admitting that we have not finished the lesson of understanding Ed Parker's approach towards practicality. That's in the case of American Kempo practitioners. Yes, yes. And see, that's my point, sir. 7 years ago, I didn't finish the lesson. Now I have. Okay? And now I understand that complaining doesn't help at all. But let's see, he has more to say. Ed Parker was the individual that mattered more than the art. Otherwise, it would not have been created. But once that or are of the original art, ones that are of the original, but not when we dilute it. Yes, but still, even if you dilute it, that's the beauty of Kempo. And I always say this: Kempo is so freaking well done that even if you dilute it and you give it a bastardized version or a bad version of it, it's still going to help the individual. And I'm not saying the art is not important. Yes, it is. But the individual is more important. And that's why Mr. Parker was so great. I never got to meet the man, but still, his work talks about, himself, but also his students, and all the practitioners out there. Okay. So, but once that occurred, the art created additional individuals who then served to either keep the art alive or let it die. There you go. Okay. So the individual, yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing, Maestro. You're the man. Thank you. So it's about the individual. Okay. Gerardo says you are creating Dharma, my friend. Yes, always. We all are, all the time. Good Dharma. It's about having a good Dharma so we can create a good Dharma, a good karma. Sorry. Dharma creates good karma. Thank you. Gracias. Abrazo. Jorge Sanchez, and Kempo is a living art. Yes, of course. All the martial arts are. Yes, they all are. Of course. Salud. Thank you. Thank you. Jorge Sanchez says, saludos, Frank. Saludos. Mr. Williams, Maestro, you have to come back. I'm going to have to interview you again if you want. That will be amazing. Thank you, sir. You always have interesting things to say. Thank you so much. So, yes. So, Mr. Parker, in the case of American Kempo, was very important. But in the case of Judo, for example, we have what? Jigoro Kano. In the case of Aikido, we have Morihei Ueshiba. But they're the first ones. They're right. The ones that start with an art form, for example. In the case of Judo, Aikido, American Kempo, and so many other arts, right? And then from there on, okay, all the other individuals are as important because, like Mr. Williams was saying, Maestro, it's about, that they're doing their part. You have to do your part. Keeping it alive, keep the flame burning, spreading the fire, right? That's important. Burn everything down with the flame of martial arts, Kempo in this case, okay? And what is more important? You're touching people's lives. You're touching people's hearts. And you're giving them something. But since the individual is more important, you have to be a good individual. Especially if you're a maestro, if you're a sensei or a teacher. It's not about being perfect. No, we're not perfect. But it's about setting a good example. Be respectful. Don't badmouth other people. That talks very poorly about yourself. It means that you didn't learn the lesson of self-restraint, of self-control, of respect. Okay? That's very important. So the individual has to be ethical. It has to be a good leader if you're teaching, because you are being responsible of how you behave. Okay? Jorge Sanchez, when you practice Kempo, then you become Kempo. Be a dragon. Okay. Thank you. Ernesto Colbrenner, saludos, maestros. Abrazo de corazón, hug from the heart. Thank you. Saludos, abrazo. When you practice Kempo, then you become Kempo. Let's agree to disagree. Okay? Kempo is not for you to become. You cannot become something that is abstract. Kempo is for you to help. Let's just think of this, Jorge Sanchez. Just think this out. When you practice Kempo at its highest level, then you become a better version of yourself. How's that? See, it's not about the art. But for you, it's about the art. I respect that. Good. If you want to become Kempo when you practice Kempo, that's good. But for me, it's about the individual. I think that's the most important lesson. That's why Mr. Parker said you have to tailor the art to yourself in the case of Kempo. Okay? So become a better person. Become the best version of yourself. Invest in yourself. That's the best investment you can do. That's why we do martial arts. We do what we do. Not just Kempo, not just Jiu-Jitsu, and not just any other art. Just invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in your, everything. Jorge Sanchez says, what I mean, Kempo changed people's lives. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. But the person's life, it's more important than Kempo. Like I said, that's my opinion. But I respect yours, and I really, really appreciate your comments, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Change the life for the better. Yes, exactly. We're talking about the same. Thank you. Gracias. Yermis Caraballo, saludos en español. Saludos, abrazos. Thank you. Gracias. So, and then he says, be a dragon. Definitely. Yes. And what is a dragon? A dragon should represent a better version of yourself, right? Because it's a metaphor. Yes, yes. Jorge Sanchez said, respect, Frank, respect to you, sir. Respect and appreciation for your comments and your time. Thank you so much. You guys make this possible. Thank you. Thank you. I really like and respect whatever is it that you guys have to say. It's important. I really do. Thank you so much. Okay, so be the dragon. Yes, yes. That I totally agree. Be the dragon. But what is the dragon? Like I said, the dragon is that metaphor, okay? It's that fantastic beast that encompasses all the elements and all the powers, right? And it's the keeper of the knowledge or the wisdom, the keeper of the pearl or the diamond or whatever, right? The treasure, okay? So be the dragon. Be a better version of yourself, definitely. And how is it that you can become a better person, better version of yourself? Catherine Sumter, good. Hello, Mr. Frank. Yes, you can try to live and act in a way you would like others to mirror. Yes. Yeah, and that's being responsible of what you're putting out there, basically. Salud. Yes. So, and don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. That's also very, very important. Don't deceive yourself, okay? You have to be brutally honest, right? Okay. Maestro Edward Chavez says, Arizona here, sir, American Kempo freedom to think with an open mind. Yes, definitely. See, a great tool so you become a free thinker. Definitely. Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Okay. By the way, Maestro Chavez, would love to interview you, sir, here in the show. Okay, so be responsible, guys. Be the light. Be that flame. Okay. Be the guide for the people around you, your family, your friends, your students, if you have, your community. The bigger you can, the better. Jorge Sanchez says, love your program. Thank you, sir. Y que viva el Kempo. Yes, que viva el Kempo. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you, sir. Carlos Villarroel says, buena tarde, boa tarde. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Big Master presente. Salud from Brazil, Manaus. Bon café Marcial. Os obrigado. Thank you, Maestre. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Anthony Angulo, work on your craft honestly. Yes, sir. By the way, I love the videos you're putting out there. Training and stuff. Good parting wings. I liked it. Saw it today. Thank you, my friend. Yes, yes. And stay in touch, my amigo. Okay, so yes, work on your craft honestly. Yes, yes. That's also very important. Okay. So let's see. Maestro Williams says, all arts started with an individual who created it. Yes, yes. The art then became the tool for others to become martial artists as well. Some individuals simply matter more by creating a better art. Is it that makes that them matter more, or is the fact that they reach more people, more hearts? Is that what makes it a better art, or just better at fighting? And I'm not saying I don't have admiration for Mr. Parker, by the way. I do. Okay. Thank you, Maestro Williams. Nice comments. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. The man, Grandmaster Anthony Kleeman. Hello, sir. What is perceived of martial arts can be likened to an iceberg. Oh, yes. I agree. I love this analogy. When looking at art form at distance, an iceberg only shows 10% of its mass above the waves. But when you get close when you get close up, the realization that much more exists below the surface becomes apparent. Yes, thank you. When standing on the outside as an observer, elements like uniforms, drilling, movements, commands, etiquette, etc. are most apparent. But when you commit to a serious practice and awareness, downs that these things are only the surface. And then he says something more, but I can't see it. I'm sorry. It doesn't allow me to show more. Too long of a comment. Thank you, sir. Mr. Williams says both. Yes, thank you. Yes. Okay, so they're both important, right? So what's more important, the art, the individual? Both they have the same importance? What is it? What do you think? Now, I understand for Mr. Williams, I'm going to speculate here. You can tell me if I'm wrong, sir. But for you, sir, I understand that American Kempo, it's truly important. It's sacred, right? That's what I'm getting from this, which is kudos to you, sir. Okay, so work on your craft honestly, Mr. Angulo said, right? And that's truly important. Yes, sir. Okay. So I'm just dropping some message to a friend here. So, guys, be that positive force. Okay. Mr. Clayman says, I was saying that, and those things, thank you, sir. Sorry about that. And those things below the surface are the very elements that will develop in you the skills and fortitude that will carry you through the tough and uncertain times that we all will encounter in this life. Bravo! And that's why you're the man, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Yes. Okay. So, yes, I agree. Okay. Okay. So, like I was saying, you cannot change the past or the future. You can, yes, have influence on what's happening at a certain level, but you cannot change the bigger picture. I mean, you don't have that type of power, right? But you can be prepared for the future. That's what Mr. Kleeman was saying here, right? Let's see. Let's bring it back again. It says, the things below the surface are the very elements that will develop in you the skills and fortitude that will carry you through the tough and uncertain times, okay? And they're uncertain, of course, that we will encounter in this life. Exactly, okay? So it's that sacred uncertainty that you need to embrace, right? And you need to feel confident. And that's what the martial arts give you. They give you that confidence, for sure, okay? And I believe that's very important. So this is something to think about, right? Mr. Clemens says, I think your format of an open discussion is important. Bravo. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And thank you for commenting and making your, giving your wisdom, sharing your wisdom here. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Wow. You guys rock. Really, you do. Okay. Mary Hallett, maestra, thank you. Says, sir, do you have any advice for those of us who have been training for years and getting older to maintain our skills and be able to do what the younger crowd can do? I feel I'm in good shape still, but struggling with some issues I didn't have when I was younger. Yes, definitely. I do have one advice: acceptance. We are getting older. Yes. And that's just life. Okay. My advice will be stop trying to be or occupying other person's position, like the young ones. You're not as young, but that's okay. I bet you, uh, Maestra Khaled, I bet that you have much more wisdom now than what you did, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. Okay? And I bet your body knows how to move better now than 10, 20 years ago. So there's a difference between the young person's art and the older person's art. Okay? And this is something I got, I don't know, I understood like 20 years ago when I was young. The young person art it's all about, movement and energy, and you have all this waste of movement, for example. Okay, and you do things and you don't care, and it's like when you go to the gym. When I started going to the gym, I remember I was like 17, and I used to just lift weights, and all in my 20s, and I didn't care if I get injured, which I did, but I didn't care because injuries just passed by, right? And I went to the gym every day and trained like a freaking maniac. And recovery time, I didn't care. I had so many hormones when you're younger, right? Your recovery time is like nada. It's just, and you keep on training and you keep on training. And I even, yes, I even use steroids, for example, which I shouldn't, but I did. Okay. Now I have to live with it. So now I don't, right? But that's what, for example, right? But now that I'm older, I still go to the gym and I still train hard like a beast, but I rest. And when I do the exercise, I'm very careful with the technique because I don't want to injure myself. And I give myself recovery time because now I understand with recovery time, that's when I gain muscle. I didn't understand that back then. I just wanted to destroy, the weights and be the stronger lifter, whatever thing it's in your head, right? So embrace who you are. You are amazing. You are amazing. You matter. That's why the individual is so important. Embrace what you're living. Embrace the now. Stop thinking about the past. Make your peace with it. Embrace who you are now and be ready for the future. That would be my suggestion. Thank you for asking. I hope that helps. Okay, that's just my perspective. I'm not saying I have the truth. Okay. Jorge Sanchez says, Kempo is never ending, also the individual. Yes, of course. Sasha Williams says, yes, it's important for me to accept that Mr. Parker had created a better art than I could have done myself. Okay. Realizing that makes me keep a realistic view of myself and help of, okay. So I see where you're going. Yes, sir. Wow. I like that. Thank you. I got the lesson. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing. That's important. Right. I got you now, sir. Thank you. Yes. Mary Hallett says, yes, sir. Thank you so much for your comments. Much appreciated, sir. By the way, Maestra, I would really like to interview you. I might send you a message, or if you can send me a message on Facebook, I would love to set up a date in the future, next month or something, to have you here on the show if you can. Okay. Usually go on Thursday at this time. I would really, really love, and it will be an honor to interview you this way. Thank you. Anthony says, I think it's a combination of the two. Okay, great. Yes, the art is important. Yes, but without the students or the instructors to carry on the craft, the knowledge would be lost. So what was first, the egg or the chicken? That's what we ask here in Mexico. Huevo o la gallina, the egg or the hen? What's I don't know, it should be some type of saying in English. I just don't know it. But what was first? The egg or the bird? Okay, or the animal or the mother. Mr. Clement says, look for the universal in your practice. Martial arts is a practice for life and has parallels to all aspects of your life. Yes, so it's an excellent tool. Basically, yes. Excelente. Thank you. Okay. Anthony Angulo says 100%, Frank, in regards to Mary's question. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. Wow, cool. Okay. Jorge says, an example of doing Kempo into old age. Look at Master Paul Mills and Master Larry Tatum. They move as young, but being wise. Maybe they move better than they were when they were younger. Yes, that's mastery. And you can do much more with less, okay? So have maximum effect with less effort. That's what I mean, okay? So yes, they're a good example of mastery. Excellent Kempos, both of them. I agree. Thank you, Jorge Sanchez. Yes. And so many more that are out there that are really good at what they do, at their craft. That's what Anthony would say. Yes. Their martial craft. I agree. There's so many out there that are really, really good. And they know their art. They know their stuff. They have mastered their movements. Okay. And not just in Kempo, also in Kali and other arts. Yes, Jorge Sanchez says, I agree. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, give me a second. Yes, enjoy your coffee. So, this is good. This is really good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maestro Williams. Thank you, Maestro Kleeman. Thank you, Mr. Maestro Angulo. Thank you, Maestra Mary Hallett. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody that's making comments. Jorge Sanchez, thank you, sir. Thank you, Maestro. Let's see. We have another comment here. Okay. Scorch 1028 says, today, whenever I feel pain after exercising, I reduce the weight I use for my next workout. That's smart. That's because of experience, right? You're wiser. When I was younger, I was a tiger at the gym. Yeah, weren't we all? Yes. Now I'm a dragon at the gym. Still strong, but wiser. Thank you for the example. Amazing. Thank you so much. Yes. Jimmy Aguilar Yepes. Salud. Saludos. Thank you. Gracias. So, yes, be the dragon. Okay. Who was it that said that be a dragon? I think it was Jorge. Yes, be a dragon. Yes, yes. So be wiser. And the dragon doesn't care, doesn't look back when he was a tiger, for example. No. Okay. Maestro Idol. Hello, Wes. Hello, sir. 3 basics. Okay. Which are basics the more important thing? Yes, I agree. Yes. Yes. Basics. Yes, of course. Basics. That's why they're called basics. Yes. Okay. Which are the 3 basics? Okay, here we go. 3 basics says stretching, strength, stamina. Work them all. Gracias. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, sir. Thank you. Okay. And this is a man that works out. That's for sure. Jorge Sanchez says we need to take care of our bodies. Yes, definitely. Otherwise, your body will take care of you. I can tell that from experience. Yes. So that's why you see me trimmer a lot. Yeah, I dropped some weight because of that, because you need to take care of your body. Niraide Morales, salud from Cuba. Saludos. Gracias. Thank you, Mr. Idol. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, sir. You're the man. You're the man. Thank you so much, Maestro. Okay. Sensei Axel Cárdenas says, congratulations on your successful show. Thank you. Big hug from Chile. Thank you, Master Frank. Thank you, Sensei Axel. Gracias. You're a part of this. Tú eres parte de esto, mi estimado. Gracias. Maestro Angulo, torque, linear motion, and marriage of gravity. Yes, body momentums. Yes, yes. Thank you. So you have that momentum on 3 different planes, right? Or dimensions, I should say. Height, width, and depth. Thank you, sir. Yes, okay. And if you apply that knowledge to whatever it is that you're doing, not just Kempo, you get the most out of it. That's why I like Kempo Maximology. Yeah, because it teaches you all the maximizing factors or contributing factors to maximize your technique and your movement and your basics, like Mr. Idol said. Thank you so much. You guys rock, all of you. Yes. Okay. So still, I will go back to the question. What do you guys, uh, what do you think? What's more important? The art or the individual? Or are they equally important? Or is there something else that is more important? Come on, guys. This is so freaking cool. Thank you. Hold on. Ooh. Is anybody else having coffee right now? I guess I drink too much coffee. No sugar in it, though, or cream or anything. Just coffee. Just coffee. Coffee good. Not too much, though. Guilty. Yeah. Okay. I also have water here. So let me drink some water. Okay. So Jorge says both mind and body. Yes, yes. Mr. Kleeman says the art can be eternal. We are, as individuals, are only placeholders in history. Yes, in time, it's impeccable. Okay? Time is relentless. Time can be rough and tough. And it's a very powerful ally or enemy. It doesn't forgive anybody. Time passes for everybody. So yes, that's why we need to make the most out of the time here as placeholders in history, in the history of any art. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Maestro Edward Chavez says the individual. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. You're the man. Yes, the individual. I think the same way. Of course, I love the art. We all do. Rafael Mora, if you think only in art, may the men forget the individual? Maybe. Good question. I like it. Yes. Thank you. Good old Catherine says the individual shapes the art. Exactly. Thank you, Guru. Thank you. Agree. The individual shapes the art. Salute to that. And the art, if you train it hard, can shape the individual as well. Because remember, there's always an opposite and a reverse. That's what Mr. Parker said, right? For every principle, theory, concept, and movement, there is an opposite and a reverse, right? So, yes, yes. Rafael says, just possibilities. Thank you, Mr. Mora. Thank you, Maestro. Gracias. Just possibilities. Yes, everything is possible. We should start from there. Agree. So, we're getting to the end of the show. And I really appreciate all of you guys' comment, okay? And I still want to make this call to all of you guys out there to be nice to each other, be respectful. And if you have something bad to say to someone, either you share that behind closed doors, or you call the individual and say, look, I have a problem with what you're doing or whatever. If you want to do that, but do it in a respectful way. Maybe the other person has, a very good reason for why he or she does what he or she does. Okay, so always respect that and respect others. That really helps. That's very good to construct something good. Okay, let's see. Maestro Idol says, okay, let's put it out here. Mr. Idol, Maestro says both. It is important to stay familiar with the art. Yes, of course, I agree. The forms, the sets, the techniques, the weapons, etc. Your rank is your responsibility to carry on the message which was given to you onto the next generation. Thank you. Yes, sir. This art does not belong to us individually. We are merely carriers. Regarding the individual, that is the beauty of tailoring in our beloved American campo. Exactly. Remember, our techniques are merely drills, not absolutes. Yes, and our opinions are also merely drills, not absolutes. Yes, sir. Okay. My suggestion will be stay away from the absolute truth and embrace the possibilities, like Mr. Mora said. That's why when you see the yin yang, you see all the black with a white dot and all the white with a black dot, because there are no absolutes, okay? And you look for the balance, look for the center. Yes, Thank you, Mr. Idol. Like I said, you're the man. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Respect. Scorch 1028 says the art is very important in the sense that it can be passed down from one generation to the next. Yes, of course, agree. And if it's a very standardized version, it has a good standard, it can be passed to the other, to your friends and to your family in the same generation. Yes, thank you. Yes, and to your peers, or it can be duplicated by everybody. Thank you, Maestro. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, sir. And thank all of you. I really, really, really appreciate all of your comments and your time that you take to listen to your humble server. And I don't say this in a light way. I really mean it. I am here to serve the art, and especially to serve the individual. Let's see, another good friend here, Mr. Damien Abbott. Hello, Maestro. Good evening. Salud. Go get your coffee or beer. I guess it's time for beer there, right? I think being true to ourselves and who we really are, how we really feel, it's paramount. Yes, agree. The art of the individual are entities in their own right, but ultimately our heart must surely lead the way. Wow. Thank you, Maestro. Excellent comment. Thank you. It's a good way to close up today. Thank you. Mary Hallett says the individual is so important because without being unique, all teachers will be the same. Exactly. And they wouldn't add anything to it. Yes, thank you. Every teacher I've trained under in Campo teaches differently, but that's what's so amazing. Wow. Yes, agree. I feel the same way. Thank you for sharing, man. Thank you. Wow, you are the lady. Thank you. Anthony Kleeman, Grandmaster says, Frank, I'm very glad you are speaking to history. It is easy to ignore or bypass the reality of history. Agree. No matter what we as individuals may contribute, we are all standing on the shoulders of giants. Yes. And if we can see further, it's because we are standing on the shoulders of giants. Yes, sir. Thank you. And if we don't understand history, sir, then we are doomed, or right, to repeat it. Okay? And we don't want that, right? We want to learn. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Hey, Damien, salud. Salud. Yes. Salud, Damien. Yes. Anthony Angulo said, I wouldn't listen to that hidden Damien Abbott too much. He's trouble. Hey. Damien, they got your number, sir. Now, of course, Damien is also the man. Yes, in his own terms. Thank you, Mr. Damien. I appreciate your comments, sir. Always do. And your friendship, my friend. Thank you so much. And of course, Mr. Angulo is teaching you badly. Well, I got to say, that's why we are here among friends. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, this was really, really interesting. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for your comments. And I guess we agreed that both the art and the individual, they're both important, right? Because there wouldn't be an art without the individual, and the individual wouldn't become a better version of himself or herself without a good art, right? So they're both important, I agree. But still, I vote for the individual always, because it's about empowering the individual, helping the person to become a better version of themselves through the teachings of the art. And it's because individuals in history that the art has been passing down to one person, to the next, to one generation, to the next and the next, because of that commitment that we are all here. And that's why we always have to pay respects to our ancestors and to all of those people that were before us. That's why when we step on the mats, on the tatami, we always bow, because we're bowing to, out of respect of all those people that put their sweat, their blood, and their lives to teach this art and to share this art with everybody else. So thank you. Damien says, Anthony Angulo owes me beers, and he knows it. Come on, Mr. Angulo. You need to send a six-pack of something all the way to England. Come on. Or invite Mr. Damon. Yes. Yes. I'll get a cup of coffee if you invite me. Yeah. Thank you. Great. Okay. So now that we have shared some intimacies here, like people owing beer and everything else, and that we have shared so much knowledge in all your comments. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate this. And I have to say, next week, we're going to have a good guest, Mr. Maestro, Senior Master, Paul Casey from the Kempo Hall of Fame. It's going to be here. Yes. Now I'm going to get to interview him. He's always interviewing people. Now he's going to be the guest. Yes. So be here. Be ready for what he has to say. He's going to talk about the Hall of Fame, his experience in Kempo with all this, the other seniors, with Mr. Parker, and whatever he wants to talk about. You know, I really, really appreciate, and I enjoy every time I get a new guest, and whatever they have to say, they get my respect, my admiration, and my true and honest interest to whatever they have to say, because I always learn a lot from all of you guys. And this is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this, to give positive, energy and promotion and whatever, good name to the martial arts, and also to learn from all of you. Yes, guilty. I'm always learning. This is a good way. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Abbott. Thank you, Mr. Angulo. Thank you, Maestro Hallett. Thank you, Mr. Kleeman. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Thank you, Maestro Sanchez. Thank you, Mr. Idle. Thank you, Mr. Mora, Guru Sumter, Maestro Chavez, Sensei Axel. Thank you, Mr. Morales. Who else? Mr. Aguilar, Squish 1028. Let's see who else we got here. And all of you guys that made a comment today, that shared your wisdom and your time. Thank you so much. Okay. Guru Catherine says, well done, Master Frank. Thank you. Thank you, Guru. See you in a couple of weeks, like usual. And take care. Thank you, everybody. You guys have a great day and a great weekend. See you back here next Thursday. Like I said, Mr. Casey is going to be here talking about the Kempo Hall of Fame and all the inductees and everything, and talking about his life in the martial arts. Okay. Anthony Kleeman says, Mabuhay all. Thank you. Salud. Respect, sir. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody, and have a great weekend.